Hi friends, welcome to this weekly update on Indian manufacturing sector with me Anant. And today we are going to look at some of the updates from week 9, that is between 22nd of February to 27th of February. Come, let's get started. So the first news is from automotive sector. Amazon India and Mahindra Electric, they have come to an agreement where Amazon would use Mahindra's electric vehicles for their delivery in various cities. Initially, they are planning to cover cities like Bangalore, New Delhi, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Bhopal, Indore, and Lucknow. They are planning to use Mahindra's Trio Zor vehicles. And if you remember, in 2020, Amazon India has announced that the delivery vehicles will have about 10,000 electric vehicles. Okay. Amazon is committed to include 1 lakh electric vehicles in their fleet by the year 2030. And this is the part of a global commitment, and this partnership with Mahindra is also comes under this global commitment. The next news is from MG Motors and Tata Power. They have set up an electric vehicle charging station at Chennai. This is a super fast charging station. The deployment of this particular station was in line with MG's vision to enhance the electric vehicle charging stations, the ecosystem in India. MG is one of the pioneers or the front runners in deploying these EV charging systems in India. So far, they are having about 22 stations in 17 cities, and that is actually largest by any OEM company in India. The next news is from Omega Seiki. They are planning to enter Bangladesh by setting up a manufacturing facility with an investment of about 100 crores. Omega Seiki is an electric three-wheeler company. They have two plants currently in Faridabad and Manesar, and they are planning to enter Bangladesh market also. The next news is from auto ancillary sector. If you remember, a couple of weeks back, we have indicated about the shortage of semiconductor chips. Along with that particular issue, there is a price rise which is also coming up. When there is a demand for a product, automatically the prices will go up. The industry is expecting a price rise of about 4 to 6% in the near future of these electronic components. Amara Raja Batteries, they have started a lithium ion manufacturing hub or a tech hub in Tirupati. Amara Raja is the country's second largest battery manufacturing company, and this particular technology hub in Tirupati will help in lithium ion technology, and they are also planning to have a manufacturing facility there. This makes Amara Raja the first mover in lithium ion manufacturing facility in India. Birla Precision Company, they are planning to ramp up their capacity in India. They are primarily a precision manufacturing company. The company is planning to invest about 30 crores to manufacture drills. Currently, the company says most of the drills used in India are from China, and they want to replace or target this particular market. Next, let us look at the electronic segment. Micromax are planning to launch their first 5G phone wireless devices by this particular year end. If you remember, Micromax have come back in the Indian market with their new product maybe like 3-4 months back, and they are targeting the budget oriented customers, and they are now planning to launch their first 5G and truly wireless Bluetooth earphones. And these Micromax products will be at a very aggressive price points. They will be between 7,000 to 25,000 price range, and the plan is to bring 4 to 5 products every quarter and refresh the portfolio every 6 to 8 months. So this means the company will launch a lot of new products in the near future. If you look at the overall electronic products market in India, the companies are gearing up for a blockbuster launch season, because a lot of companies, they are not able to launch new products during the pandemic last year. A lot of interesting new products are pushed to this year. Companies like LG, Samsung, Xiaomi, Panasonic, Realme, Vivo, and Godrej Appliances, all of them are planning to launch a lot of new products. Xiaomi India, they are boosting their Indian phone manufacturing capacity by around 20%. They are utilizing government's PLI scheme, production linked incentive scheme, under the Make in India program. The company's management thinks that even though there are some border tensions and other macroeconomic tensions between India and China, the sale of the devices may not get impacted. And Xiaomi is also adding 2 more manufacturing partners, BYD in Tamil Nadu and DBG in Haryana, for manufacturing of their phones. And Bosch is planning to upgrade their existing facility in Bangalore to a smart AI or AIoT, artificial intelligence of things, campus. And this particular initiative would cost about 800 crore rupees. The campus is likely to house second highest number of Bosch employees in the world, The campus, if you look at, it's about 75 acres, and in June 2022, the company will also complete their 100 years in India. Coming to news from other sectors, Hindustan Unilever will achieve 100% plastic waste collection this calendar year. This means that HUL will collect and process more plastic packaging waste than they actually use. HUL will become India's first FMCG company of a large scale to achieve this plastic waste neutrality. This year onwards, HUL will enable the processing of more than 1 lakh tons of post-consumer waste through collection from all these states and union territories, covering more than 100 towns. Coming to textile industries, BTPL, that is BRFL Textiles Private Limited, earlier it was called Bombay Rayon Fashion Limited. They have increased their production at their Tarapur plant from 1 lakh meters per day to 1.5 lakhs meters per day. The company is also aiming to reach its annual processing capacity of 144 million meters, that is 4 lakh meters per day over the course of time. They have recently completed 240 crore infusion from a consortium of financial investors led by JM Financial India. So these are some of the news from Indian manufacturing sector on week 9. If you like this particular video, please give a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also send this video to your friends and colleagues and help them learn more about the manufacturing sector. Thank you very much. I will talk to you guys in the next week. See you.